Hi, everyone. It's Giants Rundown time for Monday, February 21st, 2011. Here in Scottsdale, Arizona, I'm Andrew Baggerly. Thanks for tuning in. So here's what happened in Giants camp today. The weather turned great again. A little chill in the air, but definitely sunny. Warm once you get out there and get your body moving. And the guys had a full workout today, really their first full squad workout of the spring. So they got to go through the entire drills, conditioning, all the live BP, all the extra coaches BP. The big news really is Brian Wilson was able to throw off a mound, a good 20-minute session off the back mound. It's people have said it's kind of secretive, but it's not really secretive. I mean, the guys throw their bullpens in the back area behind the right field porch, and anybody can go back there and watch them throw, including the media, of course. When we're watching guys do live BP on the field, obviously we can't be two places at once. So he can't throw his bullpen anywhere else. That's where the bullpens are. So it's not really secretive. It's just the way the complex is arranged. So Bruce Bochy stood in for quite a few pitches in the what would be the batter's box for the session. Wilson smirked when he said that he threw a cutter at his knees that snapped back across the plate. But Bochy said that he should have been intimidated because he could have taken him deep. He did have a bat in his hands, but I'm guessing he didn't swing at all. Anyway, Wilson said he feels fine, and he hopes to face hitters Wednesday, and if not Wednesday, for certain on Friday. The other bit of Wilson news, if you're a follower of the TMZ website, you've probably already seen this. They reported that he went to Charlie Sheen's house for a party on Friday. And that's not quite accurate. He said he did go to Charlie Sheen's house, but he was there with a number of other players. There wasn't any, coke and hookers hanging around. If you know, Charlie Sheen's been in the news lately for the wrong reasons. But Wilson did reveal that they are working on pre-production, or whatever you call it, of Major League, I guess it'd be Major League 4, 5. I'm not quite sure what they're up to now, but it'd be the latest iteration of the series, the once great series. If you're like me, you love the original. And he was flown in on Charlie Sheen's private jet as a consultant, along with, I guess, Lenny Dykstra was there, and Eddie Murray, and a bunch of other players. And Wilson's like, hey, I'm honored. I didn't see it as Charlie Sheen asking me. I saw it as Rick Vaughn asking me for help. So Rick Vaughn, of course, being the Wild Thing, the closer that he played in the film. And there really probably aren't too many better guys to tell you what life is like as a current closer in the big leagues than Brian Wilson. So he said they had a good time. They watched the original movie with the producers and directors and everybody, and so it's not like he was off partying. He did in fact get permission from the Giants so that he could make the quick trip over to SoCal. And Bruce Bochy said he was fine with it. So again, that's about it with Brian Wilson, and he hopes to face hitters again soon. And we'll see if Charlie Sheen is sporting a beard in the new film. We'll know that B. Weezy had an impact on his character. A couple other observations from today. Mark DeRosa took some ground balls at third base, going every couple. Then Pablo Sandoval would take a couple, and DeRosa looks good. He's moving around well, and he could be a guy who's a real X factor on this team. Somebody who can contribute in a way that he couldn't contribute a year ago. Miguel Tejada and Freddie Sanchez were taking grounders, working on double play turns, and both of them, Tejada showed a nice strong arm throwing to first, and Freddie's hands were looking real quick as he's making feeds. Looks like those guys already have the timing down, like they've been playing together a long time. So again, there's another thing. I mean, you've got Tejada wasn't here last year. He's replacing Uribe, and Freddie Sanchez really wasn't a Giant for the first 2 months of the season while he was rehabbing from shoulder surgery. And he did have another shoulder procedure this offseason, but he is swinging a bat, which he wasn't at this time last year. He's hitting in a cage, and when he's taking live BP, for now he's not swinging the bat, he's just tracking pitches, but he should be able to swing the bat in another week or so. Eli Whiteside is still out. His elbow remains a little inflamed. He might be out a few more days. Just as a precaution, Chris Stewart is hitting in one of the groups with the regulars. He's the only other catcher besides Buster and Eli Whiteside who have experience as a big league catcher, albeit not too much. and so he'll probably continue to hit in the groups and catch the pitchers that Eli would be catching until he gets back on the field. One other guy who was not here today with an excused absence was Pat Burrell, although going to Charlie Sheen's house would be a lot more fun than what Burrell had to do, and that was a root canal. So he was off getting his root canal, and I thought it would be funny if maybe the machine showed up today, and you never quite see Burrell and the machine in the same place. But alas, no sighting of the machine at the ballpark today. It was definitely still a little bit chilly, so I'm guessing even if the machine was there, he might have been wearing a hooded sweatshirt or something. So anyway, that's about it from Giants camp today. Look for a Ramon Ramirez feature in the paper tomorrow, along with all of Brian Wilson's quotes about hanging out with Charlie Sheen in the Notebook. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow.